Now, in Russia, the Supreme Court has suspended a ban on Afghanistan's rulers, the Taliban. President Vladimir Putin previously issued a decree preparing to remove the Taliban from Russia's list of terrorist organizations. Taliban representatives have been making regular trips to Russia. The two sides will now be able to sign trade and other agreements. Let's now bring in Yuri Resheto, DW's Riga bureau chief. He joins us from Riga, from where he's been operating since Russian authorities shut down DW's Moscow bureau. Yuri, why is the Taliban now being decriminalized in Russia?
Well, look, the Taliban have a long history with Russia. After the terrorist attacks of 9/11, the Americans have intensified their fight against terror in Afghanistan, and the radical Islamic militias have offered Moscow to fight together against the USA. Russia responded with a strong no. The Taliban were then banned as a terrorist organization in Russia in 2003, but the situation changed in 2015 and regular meetings, you said it, began in 2016, sometimes in Moscow, sometimes in Kabul. The only problem was that all these contacts were actually illegal. In the last 10 years, according to media reports, at least 37 people have been punished in Russia for contacts with Taliban. The law and the reality didn't match. That should be different now, and the Taliban are looking forward to this. In a recent interview with the Deutsche Welle. Let's have a listen.
Russia is an important country in the region, and Afghanistan has maintained good relations with them. Afghanistan's relations with Russia are diplomatically reliable. Russia also needs regional cooperation and regional connectivity for trade, and Afghanistan has valuable capacity to connect countries. We have good trade with Russia, which is expanding.
The Taliban there, optimistic, understandably. What kind of cooperation is Moscow seeking from the Taliban? What are they getting out of it?
Well, look, the Taliban hasn't yet been recognized as a legitimate government by a single country in the world. But the strange thing, the irony of fate, so to say, is that many countries are already cooperating successfully with Afghanistan. First and foremost, the Chinese. They signed oil production contracts 2 years ago. But India and Pakistan, Arab countries, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan are also cooperating with the Taliban. When it comes to Russia, it supplies oil, grain and food to Afghanistan. These are goods that the country urgently needs. 24 million people in Afghanistan need humanitarian aid, including from Russia.
Yuri, how reliable can the Taliban be as a partner for Russia?
Well, Afghanistan is looking to cooperate with as many countries as possible and to be reliable, including Russia, and tries to position itself as a reliable partner, yes. Three aspects are particularly important for the Russians. Firstly, security. They hope that legal cooperation with the Taliban could make Russia safer from terrorist attacks, although the Russians don't seem to trust the Afghans that much, either, not yet. The legalization of the Taliban is temporary, which means that it can be cancelled at any time. The second aspect is a geopolitical one. The ongoing competition with global powers, such as the USA or India, for influence in the region. And then there is also the propaganda effect. Russia cheered when the USA and the NATO troops left Afghanistan. On the one hand, the withdrawal of Americans was celebrated as a disaster for US policy, and on the other, it was an opportunity to Russia to play a more active role in the region again. But as I said, legalization now, yes, but temporarily.
Yuri Resheto there, DW's Riga bureau chief. Thank you, Yuri.